Could it be that this is a chest, but it is even better? I'm going to tell you everything you could ever need to know about the barrel. Don't you go anywhere. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night, and welcome to another Quickies video from me, Avomance. In 1.14 we got given an awesome new storage block. It is of course the barrel. So much to know about this that I imagine you don't know already, so don't you go anywhere. This is everything you could ever need to know about the barrel. Barrels can be stacked in 64 just like chests, and also they have the same capacity as a chest, 27 slots. Very easy to craft. In Java all you need are 6 planks and 2 slabs. That will give you a barrel. It doesn't matter what mixture of wood, it still gives you what you need. However, in Bedrock and in PS4 you can make a barrel even more cheaply using sticks. Sadly in Java you still use the planks. Unlike the chest, however, you cannot make a double barrel. Barrels were added in 18W44A in October 2018 for Java, and 1 month later in beta 1.9.0.2 in Bedrock. They weren't craftable, however, until December 2018 in 18W50A and in beta 1.10.0.3, which came out in January. Poor old PS4 players had to wait until June for 1.91. Barrels are the workstation of the fisherman and can naturally spawn in a fisherman's hut. Barrels can be found in the chests of fishermen's huts, and about 1 in 4 of them in fact in stacks of 1 to 3, along with a few fish and maybe a fishing rod. Barrels have a very subtle opening animation. If you open it up you see the barrel's entrance, and then you can just for a fraction of a second see the circle shape on the top of the barrel closing. Just there. It is exclusive to the top of the barrel. You can't see it on the bottom at all, or the sides. Wouldn't it be cool if barrels were a little bit like shulker boxes and you could break them and carry barrels around in your inventory? Well, let's give that a test. Inside this barrel we've got a few blocks. I'm going to break it. Unfortunately not. What you get is the stuff and the barrel back. Well, at least the barrel's not broken. One thing about chests is when there is a solid block above it, you can't open that chest no matter how many times I click on it. With a barrel, however, that opens just fine. You also don't have the problem of cats wanting to sit on top of your barrel, unlike chests, where they will just jump on that fella with no mercy. Look, the second that chest is open, those cats are like, oh, I've got somewhere to sit. Not a problem with a barrel, so you don't have that access problem, because once the cat sits on your chest, you can't open it, as if there is a solid block above it. Barrels, being made of wood, do catch fire, kind of. They're not actually on fire. All that's happened is the air block around them has got the flames effect on it. They will not burn down, they will stay there, unlike wood blocks. In Bedrock, barrels can be moved with pistons, which means that they can be used for really interesting inventory systems. In Java, however, that feature isn't available. I really hope it joins the game. Barrels can interact with hoppers from any side. So if I put the yellow wool in that one, the green wool in that one, the blue wool in that one, and then come around the back and put the magenta wool in that one, if I then check the bottom barrel that all the hoppers are pointing into, all the wool is inside that. They also interact with droppers. If I put the orange wool in there, the orange wool is there. If I then click the button, the orange wool is now in the upper barrel. Barrels can be used as a furnace fuel, with 2 barrels cooking up 3 items, 1.5 items each. It's quite expensive, but actually you could use it if you needed to in a complete emergency. Barrels, like many container blocks, can be locked. You can have them just open as normal. Anybody can move around and come and open up your barrel, or alternatively you can lock it so only you can open it. And to do that you need the /data command. You type /data merge block and then put the coordinates of the block that you want to lock. Then do the funny curly brackets and type lock, then a colon, open up the name of the key that you want. So what do you need to open a barrel? You need a crowbar, right? And then close the curly brackets. You know that it is a good command because all the colours are right, and press enter. That will then lock that block. I try and open it now. Barrel is locked. It is saying, no sir, you cannot come into this barrel. It is a locked barrel. However, I do have a crowbar and I can get in fine with that. Barrels can be used to stretch a redstone signal across a circuit. I've got a comparator here attached to an empty barrel, and it has got 15 dots of redstone running off into a number of different redstone torches. If I put just one thing in there, you can see you're getting one redstone signal out of that. If we start adding things randomly, the signal increases. If I then fill up this barrel completely with everything, we get a signal right to the end. So that could be useful, just like with a chest, to be able to generate some how full is your barrel signals. Barrels have got some really brilliant textures and you can orient them all round different ways. We've got the up and down side, we've got the laid down side, we've got the top of the barrel, we've got the bottom of the barrel, and you can fiddle these around. You can make some great floor patterns, you can make some great wall patterns, and in fact you could even make your house out of it. I just did a little fiddle around with a house here, and all I did was use barrels and a few bits of wood. You can see you get that strapping effect on the front using those barrels. They're still functional barrels as well if you want to store anything in them, but they work really well. These guys really annoy me. Yes, you do. But if we come inside, this is where the barrel really starts to come into its own. So we've got a floor, we've got like a strapped floor. That is the barrel. Again, it is all very legitimate storage. Your own floor is your storage. And if we look up at the top here, inside the roof, we've got storage there as well. And what's more, where it overlaps that window, we can still open that. Chests don't take up the entirety of the block, therefore there's all these gaps between. That means the computer has to render every side and every base and every texture of every chest if you've got loads of chest stacks up. That means it has to think about an awful lot more, which means it uses up more of your computer's memory and therefore reduces your game performance. Whereas the barrels, they've got no internal graphics that the computer has to think about, and there is just the external edges. As a result, I'm flying around this with far less jerkiness and much better picture quality than I was when I was flying around the chests. As a result, if you've got more barrels in your world and less chests, you're going to find that your game performs significantly better. So the question was, is this the new but improved chest? Well, no, you can't make a double barrel where you can a double chest. But is that a really big deal? I really don't know. In my opinion, I think the barrel is as good as the chest in every way and better in most. What's your opinion? Let me know in the comments down below. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.